Alright, so first time back in a little while. It's been about a month since I posted something, but 2025 Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Pan Ams are going on right now. And I honestly haven't been able to watch that much of them yet. I'm going to watch a lot more and hopefully break down a lot more of the matches. But this one stood out to me a lot, and luckily they threw it up on YouTube, so easy to make a video out of and record. This is just for educational purposes. I just want to break down this match a little bit. We'll see how much of the match I actually break down. But this just goes super well with a lot of the pressure passing style that I talk about, the slow, tight jiu-jitsu game. This is Sarah Galvao, Andre Galvao's daughter, versus Helena Craver. So they're obviously both like top two female brown belt, world-class level competitors. Helena Craver coming out of New Wave. I have seen some of her stuff. She's super flexible, super educated, super high-level jiu-jitsu skill. Like, I'm shocked when I was watching her. Sarah Galvao obviously grew up doing jiu-jitsu. I know she took a break for a while, but I remember seeing her on the mats at AOJ when she was like 7 years old, back when I was out in California. But she's back into jiu-jitsu now, doing a super good job, killing it. But this match was just such a good display. It was like a master class in strategy, I think. Obviously, very high skill level and work ethic and conditioning and all that stuff. But Andre Galvao clearly studied the New Wave people, and he gave Sarah this game plan, and she followed it to a T. And it makes perfect sense to me because I feel like all of Galvao's matches where he fought people with super good guards, he always implemented this double under stack pass style jiu-jitsu game. And he even, I saw today, I was already planning on breaking this down, but today he put up a little video comparing her passing on Helena and him passing on, I can't remember who it was now. Someone really good, obviously, but he was calling it the Galvao stack pass. But it was super cool to see. So let's just get started here. I want to break down some of the passing that she's doing. So while I talk mostly about slow, tight, grinding, pressure passing, slow, tight jiu-jitsu, top or bottom, Sarah Galvao is obviously super dynamic, so is her dad. And I think the best athletes in the world are doing both. But Helena gets the collar grip to the guard pull, pretty similar to the way Tynan Dalpra does it. And Sarah goes right into some dynamic style passing. And Helena inverts right away. Helena super flexible, super good at inverting, very good guard. All right, so Helena inverting in like a side controller type position. Sarah making sure she stays outside of her legs, working for the double under type of pass, but she's reaching across with her right arm and making a collar grip. Her left hand is down here on the pants on the outside of the hip right here, keeping her up on her neck. When you invert, you don't really want to be on your neck. You want to be on your shoulders, lifting your legs up. The flexible people that are good at this, they keep their hips on the mat right here, and that's how they can generate power and do things. So she's using her left hand, keeping her hips off of the mat, basically keeping her lower body floating in the air with a lot of pressure on her neck. And her right arm reaching across, getting a good grip on her lapel, making sure she doesn't snake this foot in right here. She stepped over it a couple times as she tried to stick it in there. Lifting, turning through. She's trying to push this down. And this is like a lot of core for Helena, a lot of lower abs and hip flexors right here. Mostly abs because of the way she's so inverted right here. And look how low she's staying. Super low, taking her time. She's in a super strong position. And outside of using a little bit of grips right here, she's not doing much work. She's in a horrible position. And I always say this in my academy. When you're close to getting past, like this is called cooking, there's more going on than what you just see. There's like anxiety. There's anxiety in Helena's spot. Like, am I about to get past? Am I about to give up 3 points? And that anxiety, that will drain your cardio and make you more tired a lot faster. So I tell people, when I teach my class, I always preach, when we're doing this slow, grindy pressure passing, slower is better. It's not equal. It's not less good. It's literally better. The slower you do the pass, the better it is. It's going to pay more dividends the more time you take to get through it. And that's obviously assuming that they keep fighting you. If they just lay there and give the pass up, then yeah, move on. But if they're fighting you, you're in the position. Their cardio is going down a lot more than yours is by being on top. So she's almost in like a north-south position right here. She's getting her forehead in there, using her forehead to push her. More work on Helena's hip flexors. She's coming around north-south. and she's holding with her, Sarah's left hand is holding probably the pants on Helena right here, because Helena wants to get to her knee so she can get strong, build her base, and have some power. And Sarah's not letting her turn over. She's giving her one option, and that's to turn the other way, which will expose her back. So that's all she's mostly focusing right now, is blocking that hip right there. Now she's settling into side control. She's got her points. She brought her right arm over the body right here. She's super heavy. She's got this leg stapled. Helena's got like a grip that maybe you could do something with that by twisting her hip joint with that grip right there. But if she's aware of it, Sarah will just be too strong to let anything happen right there. So she got her 3 points. Being heavy. Being tight. Super slow and tight. And then I remember watching this the first time. Like, Sarah's trying to break that grip right there. Like, that looks like striking to me. That's not like pushing with your foot. She's literally kicking her hand. And she does it a bunch of times and the ref never says nothing. So I think could have made a call on that. But so again, Helena, she's trying different things right here. She's trying to go back to inverting and get that left knee right in there. She finally got it in. This right one over her face could possibly set up an armbar there, but not gonna work on someone as good as Sarah. Sarah just moves back to like north-south positions, shuts the legs down, gets back on the inside, and right back into the same position she just was. So Helena's got this one arm reaching all the way through. It's allowing her to get a little bit more on her side. This arm is a bit exposed, but sometimes you just gotta take a chance when you're losing. And so coming up right here, you're gonna see some like spine flexibility for Helena. So she's down, like she still has this position right here. It's kind of north-south-ish. She's up on her side, so her left arm, her left like ribs are on the mat, and she has both of her knees on the mat. She's just twisting her spine. She's using her flexibility to make it work because she can't seem to escape this position right here. That's some crazy spine flexibility. I actually got a guy at my academy who does that, really good purple belt. So Sarah, losing the spot, she makes a dynamic dive for the back, and then that allows her to fully recover by inverting because she has her legs on the inside. And then Sarah just never lets up the pressure right here. Just pressure, pressure, pressure. She recovers her guard, and Sarah just starts setting up the same exact thing, lifting her up. Hips off the mat, hips off the mat, hips off the mat. That's how you shut down the flexible people. You keep their hips off the mat. Their game works so well because they're flexible enough to keep their hips on the mat while having their feet way up ahead, like a stiff person like me. When I invert, my hips are like a foot off the mat or more, so it's easy to get grips on me. It's easy to shove me up on my neck. But flexible people like Pato and Maisha Bastos, they're like the best at this. Dallas and Suarez, they can keep their hips on the mat and put their toes on the mat at the same time. But she's not allowing her to do that. She's actually picking up her hips into the air right there, which has given Helena a lot of problems. So back to the double under right here. She's getting an angle, trying to get that angle back. Clearly, she likes going to the right side better because this is the side she passed the first time and she's going right back to it. She recovers to a full guard. Sarah stands up immediately. This right here, I don't know, like in a high-level match, I believe Helena's bigger than her too. Just to stand up that square with your legs where you could get that little kid sweep done on you. And I don't know, I'd be pretty nervous to try that, but she goes right into it. Breaks the closed guard open and kind of like shin on face, probably right there with her left shin, and right into like stacking her hips in the air. Lots of pressure on this side, picking this side up, right into the stack pass again. Just keeping her base over here and picking her up. She tries to swing with all that momentum. She gets Sarah off her base for a second. Gets her head in for like just a millisecond on the triangle, but with the hips in the air like that, pretty easy to just kind of sling out of it just like Sarah did. Starting to set up an omoplata right here. Sarah doesn't look too nervous. I think because a really good omoplata counter is to pick their hips up the same way she's already in position for from the stack pass she was trying to set up. Helena trying to get that foot in there to probably like a chicken wing or something like that. But Sarah just sticking to her good fundamentals, staying strong right here. So Sarah breaks free right there, gets out, and now she's going to try a little bit of quick dynamic passing. And as you can see, this doesn't pay dividends. I mean, it kind of gets her started on her stack pass right there. But because it wasn't a total stack pass, she was able to like recover Sarah gets an advantage, obviously, because she got past her legs, but she wasn't able to hold her in position. She was able to Granby out of it and play her inverted guard. And then now, look at that. Sinks down, super strong hips, gets the grip, forces her to her knees, which is another advantage for Sarah. I'm not sure if she gets it or if she turns this into a pass. But this is better for Helena rolling through and getting to, like, she could almost stand up right here probably, work some wrestling, or pull her into a guard better than being stuck in that position. Moves to the side, staying super tight, giving her no space, nothing. And she inverts. She tries to jump on her back right there. This is when she tries her dynamic passing right here. That's her mom right there, Angelica, going crazy for her because this is a big deal match. I believe this was the absolute division as well. So now she's back on it, pressure, pressure, pressure. All this stuff is paying dividends. She's cooking her, burning her out. So this is the left side now. She prefers the right side, but she's getting the pass right here on the left side because it's paying off. All that inverting, it takes a toll on you, on your hip flexors and your core. It's a lot of energy. So Helena's got her locked up in this little bicep slice here. I don't think anything is ever going to come of this. There is like that sweep you could do here, but if she's not, she doesn't have her leg underhook, so I don't think it's possible right there. So she breaks free, clears. She's got 6 points and a minute left, so she knows all she has to do is not give up anything major, and she wins. I'm pretty sure that's the rest of the match right here. Nothing really happens. I think Helena might pull guard again. Yeah, jumps dynamic, gets right back into it. Just at this point, Sarah just has to put enough pressure on to stay safe and make it appear that she's trying to pass. And the time's just going to run out, and she wins. And Sarah Galvao, she beat the beast, Helena Craver. I haven't seen Helena lose yet, I don't believe. Super good match. This was a gi match, and I do believe Helena's better at no gi. She can, in no gi, you compete against black belts, and I haven't seen her lose in there. She's new wave, so I do believe she's more no-gi, but super good match. But I just wanted to break this one down because of the strategy. Andre Galvao, super strategist, super technician. Watched the match, just told her exactly what to do, and then Sarah went out there and implemented like a perfect masterclass on strategy and the right approach. Like, say Sarah chose a different game and just tried to dynamic pass the whole time, she probably would have gassed out and lost the match. So this goes right along with all the stuff I talk about, like with the different attributes and different styles and the way you should be training. Most people should be doing more of the slower, more methodical, inch by inch pressure passing.